The windows are cleaned inside and out, stuffed with snacks, and just topping up the charge here. We're getting out of here bright and early in the morning, headed to Missouri. Let's play around here a little bit. We're leaving Nashville. Our first stop will be Jackson with 20%. Then Jonesboro supercharger with 16%. Got to charge a whole hour because we have some 219 miles to get to Springfield. If we look at it on the map here, we can see that here's Jonesboro. We go 219 miles up to Highway 60 over and to Springfield. Then from there we head north all the way to our destination in Peculiar, Missouri. That'll be our run in the morning. I ran it there on the Better Route Planner, and it indicated that we just need to drive less than 62 miles an hour on this super long stretch, 219 miles.
The next day.
Hello and good morning. It is early. It's 5:55 a.m. As you can see here, we're leaving Nashville. We're going down through Jackson, which is a new version 3 supercharger, down through Memphis and up here to Jonesboro, Arkansas. Then we're going northwest across the Great Divide up to Highway 60. You've seen a lot of my trips where I've driven all the way from Minor Supercharger over here on Highway 57 or 55. And then all the way over. It's 241 miles that way, all the way to Springfield Supercharger. From Springfield, we're headed all the way up to Peculiar, Missouri. It should be about 600 miles, maybe a little more, but it should be fun. The interesting adventure is, while it's 55 here in the car, I'm in the garage, I will tell you that it's going to be just above freezing, possibly some snow along the way. So this particular trip will be during almost freezing conditions, all the way 600 miles in one day. Let's have a look at our charge here. We're at 97%, and if I take a look here, you can see that we're at 97%, and for you miles folks, it's 299 miles. I charged overnight to about 90%. When I got up this morning at 5:15, I went ahead and slammed it all the way to 100. Reason I did that, I wanted to precondition the battery. Being very cold outside, once the battery's nice and warm, it'll stay nice and warm as we drive. That gives us a lot of things. I'm going to do one more thing. Never done this before, but I read. We're going to go from sport mode to chill mode. By going to chill mode, it's supposed to help our range in the winter. So we'll see. All right, let's go here. Let's look at our arrival percentages. We're all good. First stop, 26% in Jackson, Tennessee. We're burning daylight. Oh yeah, there is none. Let's go. No trip is even possible without a Scottish breakfast. All right, here we are. Got my coffee, got my Egg McMuffin. We are good. 133 miles to our first stop in Jackson, Tennessee, the home of the Casey Jones Museum. Let's go. Working our way through traffic here this morning. It's not so bad at 6:12 a.m. Later on, it gets pretty crowded here. You got to go through.
Take the Interstate 65 South exit on the right.
We got to go through downtown here, as you can see out in the distance there. It's a lot of twisty turnies, but it's okay. We're going to be out of Nashville here in about 8 or 10 minutes and down the road. benefits of going to the west in the morning is sun comes up behind you and kind of lights up everything. Alternative, of course, is just that. It's right in your face the whole time. Is it me or what? I think it's snow. It's 34 degrees. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it is. Real light snow. Let's do an energy check. 29 in the battery. We're running in chill drive mode. 21% on arrival at Jackson Supercharger. Driven 120 miles so far, an hour and 46 minutes. Average rate of 393 watt hours per mile. We're running at exactly 75 miles an hour. The car is 2 miles an hour off, but according to my GPS, that's exactly what it is. We'll be there soon, 14 minutes.
Now take exit 80A on the right.
Yes, ma'am. And you see a caboose. Yeah, that's a museum here.
Now turn right onto Carriage House Drive.
Hey, and there's a white Model Y. How about that? And we got the caboose on the stick. And then the Casey Jones Museum here, and that's his original engine.
Now turn left.
And it used to be harder to find a
Now your destination is on the right.
high power spot, but you know what? There's tons of them now. So that's cool. Anyway, we'll just randomly pick one here. And we should be good. And don't run into the charge stand. All right, so let's see. Let's have a look here at our stats. This current drive is 135 miles, almost 2 hours at a rate of 386. We were doing speed limit plus 5 here. And we arrived at 22%. All right, let's get hooked up here. We got a lot of ground to cover today. Next stop, Jonesboro. It says 45 minutes. Very cool to have the charger here at the Casey Jones Home and Railroad Museum train store. As you can see here, got 188 kilowatts going, and looks like 31% state of charge. It says 40 minutes. That'll go fast. I got to clean the windows and use the facilities in the restaurant here. We're good to go. I was hoping to go all the way to Jonesboro, but I don't want to charge anymore. Probably have to stop anyway. So we're going to stop at the northeast Memphis. Been there lots. There's a Walmart there. We're just going to go there. Arrival percentage of 45 because I was trying to get all the way to Jonesboro, but forget it. Let's just go unplug and get on down the road. 81% in the battery now. Let's go. And I'm just going to stop at the supercharger here in West Memphis. for as long as it takes to use the restroom and then head on out. That should give me enough power to get all the way to Jonesboro. Just about ready to get off the highway here in Memphis. As you can see, we're not too far from the supercharger where we get off. That's the EA. This is superchargers here. Guess if these are all full, we wouldn't park here, but they're not, so we are. That's the way it is. All right, we are all version 3, so it really doesn't make any difference where you park in a version 3. Only thing you don't want to do is run into the upright charge stands, which is fine. Tesla makes it easy to back up. All right, we're here. Let's have a look at our trip status here from the last charge. 65 miles, 57 minutes at a 369 watt hours per mile. And the odometer and since the last charge is the same. So we look at the trip data. So far, we've driven 197 miles, 75 kilowatt hours used at 382 average. All right, well, I misspoke. This isn't a Walmart, this is a Target. Why is that cool? They've got Matchbox Tesla cars and stuff like that in better quality. Anyway, it's chilly. Wind's blowing probably 10 or 15, but it's okay. We'll get a charge here and on to Jonesboro. We are good to go. 74% in the battery, and look at that, 24% on arrival. It was a little bit long to go inside, but I don't know, it's probably 400 yards or so, maybe 400 meters from here. I went in, used the restroom, walked through the toy aisle, came back. Anyway, there we go. We're 24% on arrival in Jonesboro. Let's hit the road. We are westbound Interstate 40. We're 4.5 miles to our turn here. I've seen this on TV, but not in person. How about that? Buy yourself a car from a vending machine. It's kind of interesting. The autopilot doesn't care whether all these black lines are on there or not. We're going through downtown Memphis. You can see interstate east to west here just kind of bisects all of these things. Got this pyramidal thing. I don't know what it is. I keep saying that. I guess I should find out. We go through town, over the Mississippi River. See this? And on the left side is downtown, city here on the river. And as we drive on this old riveted bridge, we leave Tennessee and enter Arkansas. There's Mississippi River. And just like that, we're in Arkansas. Just transitioning here now to 55 north. Takes us up through St. Louis, but we're not going to go all that way. So I'm driving down the highway talking to my buddy Lee.
Now turn left onto West State Highway 118.
On autopilot, of course. And all of a sudden, the autopilot wanted to get off the highway. And I thought to myself, what the heck? Really? Okay, I'm not doing that. Well, when you don't do that, you miss your turn to go up Highway 55. And, where in the heck's it taking me? Oh, yeah, okay. So if we look at this, you can see the mess up here? I should have got off because Jonesboro is not on Highway 55. You just get there from here. Anyway, so we get to go through Country Road. I know you guys enjoy that. This was certainly not intentional. We get to go through Tronza or Trionza up here. If anything pops up, I'll get the camera out here and we'll see it. But we got 8 miles here on the back road here. Go through, it looks like a couple towns, Westover and Whitten. We'll see what's going on here. Let's have a look around. You know, anytime you're in the country, you just never know what you're going to find out here. I'm not sure what highway I am on. It says 118. Let's have a look around here. Well, there you go. Yeah, we're just going through the settlement of Chelford. Chelford. Oh, what? Golly, they need to work on the road for sure. I don't think I've been this way before, but you never know. It's a jig in the road. If you're not paying attention, you end up in somebody's field. And that was it. Chelford. All right. Looks like we got a zigzag in the road. You know what that means? That means some kind of town. So let's keep an eye open here. You never know what you'll see or not. Some old structures. Looks like an old barn here. Yeah, pretty old one. Gee whiz. Here's Whitten. All right, bird song. Got yourself a equipment dealer here of some kind. Yeah, looks like it's been there a little ways. All right, we're back out in the country. There you go. Collecting electrons. Look at that. Somebody's smart here. Well, we're in Poinsett County here now. Maybe it's somebody here. Probably this guy here. Good for him. Gotta get them electrons. They're free. I guess we're going the right way. The car is preconditioning the battery for a charge, which is fine. Arrive at 16% now. Let's have a look around. Just gets interesting out here.
In 1 mile, turn left onto State Highway 135.
Yeah.
Take the Interstate 555 North ramp.
Yes, ma'am. Should have been on this in the first place. Doggies. Might have a little precipitation up there. It's going to be rain. It's 46 degrees here now. Let's have a look here. 23 in the battery, 16% on arrival, 13 miles to go. Jonesboro supercharger, version 3. We're off on surface streets here in Jonesboro.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Yes, it is. This is a come and go gas station. They have a version 3 supercharger on it. And we'll get a
now your
charge
destination is on the right.
And it'll be all of 100% just to make sure that I have enough. Dang, look at this. We are stuffed. But it doesn't matter. It's version 3, so you can put one every space if that works for you. So that's what we will do. All right, let's have a look. 110 miles, hour 52, 372. If we look at the overall trip meter here, we see we're at 304 miles so far today, 119 kilowatt hours and a rate of 379. All right, we're going to get plugged in. We arrived with 15%. Here we are to 100%, 50 minutes, 238 kW. That's just fine. Use some of my time here, so while I'm charging to 100%, currently I'm at 72% here, and got to go all the way just to make sure I have enough to get to Springfield. So I thought I'd do a little editing. Thought I would check the internet, and the come and go internet's not too shabby. Way better than my internet when I live where I live on DSL. Anyway, gonna start doing a little bit of my editing for today's video. Okay, as hard as I try to make this go, I can't make it go. It says I need 5 more minutes to charge here. I think there's something screwed up with the navigation. I did a Google check. It's 220 miles from here through Willow Springs to the supercharger in That confirms with a better route planner showing 217. I'm going for it. All right. So let's first of all set up a destination to Willow Springs. Get rid of this. We're just going to go to Willow Springs. Okay. That's up on Highway 60 here. Once I get there, as you can see, it's 38% arrival, it says. 129 miles. We're going to go for it. This is Highway 60 right into the supercharger, which is right there. Let's hit it. I'm on the road. I'm in chill, which I've been in the whole time, 99%. Our arrival percentage before we get on the highway is 39%. That's already up 2%. So with my experience, I'm going to predict that we'll get here no trouble. It's just we need to make sure we take it easy. We'll get out on the highway, do 55 for a while, and let it settle, and we should be good. 128 miles to Willow Springs, which is right along Highway 60. As we get close to Willow Springs, we'll redo the navigation to the supercharger in Springfield, and we'll see how it goes. Just leaving the Jonesboro area. Let's do a quick check here. Looks like 41% on arrival in Willow Springs. We're up 3% already. I think we're going to be just fine. 87, make that 97 in the battery. It's only 220 miles. I did a range test in the Model Y here, and I went 55 miles an hour and drove 297 miles, so we shouldn't have any issue. Once we get more arrival percentage, we will increase our speed to normal speed, but we should be fine. We're doing fine at 60 miles an hour. I've got it set to 57, which is about 55 miles an hour. We're up 42% from 37, so it's 5% increase. I suspect it'll come up some more. I don't know how much. 290 on the GOM, or 94% here. I think we're fine. That gets us to Willow Springs, and then another number of miles to get us over to Springfield, which is, I don't think, 60 miles or something. So far, so good. Our arrival percentage in Willow Springs is now 47. It's up 10%. Pretty drive through here. It's kind of Ozarky here. It's kind of cool. Just a 2-lane road. It's 55 miles an hour. We're doing the speed limit here. Some of the original buildings here. Use of a lot of rock, which is kind of cool. houses, livery, all kinds of stuff. Oh, there's a beauty. Check that out. Look at that. What a cool village here. This is neat. A lot of use of rock here. Maybe brick wasn't around. Maybe there's just a lot of rock around. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Conventional looking house here. This is the town of Ravenden. Yeah, I know. Kind of an oddball name, but it's kind of cool. Imagine it's some kind of a farming community you don't know. Oh, look. There's a raven.
In 1 mile, bear right towards Highway 63 South.
Yeah, defunct gas station there. And welcome to Missouri. Yeah, we're clear of Arkansas and now we're in Missouri. Let's have a look here. Looks like we're up 12%. I canceled the navigation to Willow Springs and changed it up to the supercharger in Springfield, Missouri. Looks like 8% on arrival and 113 miles to go. Well, make that 124 miles to go. I'm in the town of West Plains, Missouri, and arrival percentage is 7%. Got 108 miles to go. I think we're just fine. 170 on the GOM up there, and we're just taking our time. I want to milk it till I get closer. 170 is 55% in the battery, and so typically a 300-mile battery is 30 miles per 10%. So if I arrive at 7%, it's probably 23 miles. That's fine. I don't care. As long as it's above zero, I don't care. But I'm just taking it easy. I was looking for stuff to video, but it's not a lot going on here. We're about 12 miles from the Highway 60 at Willow Springs. Let's have a look around. Let's have an update. 86 miles in the battery, 44 miles to go, 7% on arrival. We're moving right along. 7%'s good. We've been holding 8% up until a little bit ago. 28% in the battery. So I think we're good to go. We're not far from the supercharger. It does have a wait time, but they've increased it from an 8-stall 150 to a 10-stall 250. There's a lot of Amish here, you can see. They're everywhere. You got to watch for them when you drive. We're getting there now. Looks like 32 miles to the supercharger and 21 miles to the interstate. This is Highway 60. It is a really nice highway. Unfortunately, it's 241 miles long. But it is pretty flat, all in all. Hey, good news. The congestion message left. We're preconditioning the battery. It's all good. And we're coming off the peak according to the histogram, so it's all good. Hopefully we just get there and hook up. be nice. Yeah, it's snow on the ground here. I don't know, you can see it over there. And the temperature now is 37 degrees. We are on Interstate 65 North. Yeah, it goes around Springfield. And in 7.4 miles, we transitioned to Interstate 44. Head to the west. I made it on Interstate 44. And we're going 0 miles an hour. There's some kind of wreck up here. It's all red, but it clears up, so it's good. It'll clear up before our exit, which is 1.4 miles. All good. By the way, we have an arrival percentage of 9% now. How cool is that? And you worried about that? Nah, not me. What? Me worry? You guys probably know where that came from. Here we go. 221 miles. 641, make that 64 kilowatt hours used at a rate of 290 kilowatt hours. Not bad. We arrived with 24 miles or 8%. And you guys were worried. Come on. Anyway, I'll tell you about the supercharger in a minute. Let me get plugged in. Hey, big improvement here. It's now running 250. I don't think the transformer's been upgraded, but at least my 150 split was 134, so that's pretty good. They've got a temporary version 3 shoved here. It's plumbed and everything, but I think there's some issue with it. They're working on it. And then the rest of them are full and just fine. Looks like all Model Ys too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 1 Model 3 and 7 Model Ys. We are charged and ready to go. Still 75 kW here, and now we're at 70%. Arrival percentage is 13%. We're good to go. Let's unplug and move down the road. We are charged 15% on arrival in Peculiar. We're taking the back road to get to Highway 13, and we're taking Highway 13 through Clinton all the way up to Peculiar. Yeah, look at that sunset. I am on Highway 13 headed to the northwest. As you can see from the sunset, it's pretty cool. But it's kind of like the inside of a cow here. It's pretty dark. I'm going to pay attention here, make sure no critters decide to cross the road. We're here on Highway 13, running autopilot as usual. And it's dark. Autopilot doesn't care though. Ooh, doggies. Yes, it is dark. Dark, dark, dark. Looking like 88 miles from Peculiar here. Hey, let's have a look around. And just leaving the town of Clinton, Missouri. My buddy Dave lives there. Hello, Dave. I made it to Interstate 49 northbound here. Just about 7.5 miles here. We'll get off here. We're getting close.
Now take exit 167 on the right.
All right, 167.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Missouri C.
We are off at exit 167 in Peculiar.
Now turn left onto Missouri C.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to pick you guys up at Lee's place, and we'll wrap this up. But it's been quite a day. It's 670 some miles. It's been a long, long day. Kind of cool scenery, long, a little arduous, and trying to find a good charge stop. But it's okay. Worked out just fine. All right, I'll see you in a minute. I made it. Yes, I did. Look at that. 3%. Pretty good, actually, all in all. It was a heck of a long trip. Let's see how many miles I drove today. 672 miles. Look at that. Holy mackerel. 672 miles, 228 kilowatt hours used at a rate of 340 watt hours per mile. It was a good trip. What do I say? It was long. It was 100 miles longer or more than I normally did. Charging was okay. The distances were very long in between. And I think that made it even more complex in trying to go from the lower part up here to Peculiar. I will say that all in all, it was a good trip. I'm currently charging here at 11 kW at my buddy Lee's house. He has a Model Y, as you know, and we'll get this thing charged up, and it'll be ready to go when I leave the day after tomorrow, heading back to Nashville. If you like today's video, give me a like, and if you would, please subscribe. Pass it on to your friends that may not have seen my content. I would really appreciate it. The referral link shown here at the bottom of the screen gets you a discount buying your Tesla. It'll also get you 3 months of full self-driving and supercharging if you can buy it in the year of 2023. Yes, that's this year. It actually helps me out because I get free supercharging miles out of it. Thanks for watching. I'll look for you in the next video, and take care.